Well, thank you, Timothy. Thank you, Ralph. Thank all of you. Hard act to follow, right? It has been a real pleasure welcoming everybody. It's really been fun as I talked to delegates. It's really been fun as I've talked to law enforcement from all over the country. You know, their impression of Milwaukee. I'm not quite sure whether they thought we were going to have 4-foot drifts of snow here. But, you know, they realized, boy, Milwaukee's on Lake Michigan. It's beautiful, all those types of things. But the thing that's most heartwarming is people consistently say, but the people here are so nice. So very nice. I remember one time I listened to a speech Charles Krauthammer gave in Kohler, Wisconsin. And he started out the speech, you always hear Minnesota nice. I say Wisconsin even nicer. Now, I completely agree with that. I'm from Minnesota. They're nice people, but there's just a quality about Wisconsinites, just hardworking, common sense, and we'll just go out of our way to be nice. If you've never heard of Charlie Barron's or the Manitowoc Minute, if you really want to get a sense of quintessential Wisconsin, go to Manitowoc Minute and just watch one of his 3 to 5 minute vignettes. So again, I want to welcome everybody here. I truly hope everybody leaves with a great impression. And I also have to say, and I prayed for this, and I'm so grateful that whatever protests we've had, they've been pretty muted. They've been peaceful. And I think they're going to actually let us, have our convention, meet, and go home in peace. And I hope they do the exact same thing in Chicago, right? That's what we all want. In terms of my faith, I was raised by 2 parents of deep faith. Do I need to say anything more? No, I mean, I'm dead serious about that. Wouldn't this be a wonderful world, a wonderful country, if everybody could say that exact same thing? Now, I've been giving a lot of media interviews, obviously being the whole senator here. Once President Trump picked J.D. Vance, my first thoughts always was, I hate to lose him as a colleague in the Senate. And that's just true. And that tells you an awful lot. He's a person of intelligence, integrity. He's obviously articulate. That's going to be important for a vice president candidate. But his story is just unsurpassed. He's going to add a lot to the ticket. So again, God bless J.D. Vance, his wife, his family. He's taken on an enormous responsibility. The other thing, obviously, we've been talking about is the events of last Saturday. And we will see what happens tonight. But I think one of my main points is that I don't care who you are. Had you just narrowly escaped death, was that moment part of an event where an American hero lost his life sheltering and shielding and protecting his family, where 2 other Americans were grievously injured? That would change your life. I think we're getting an indication from President Trump that his life has been changed. I mean, I think we all here think this is providential. Something whispered in his ear. He turned his head. He looked at the chart. His life was spared, and now he has a new lease on life, and he can put it to good use. I'm a Tea Party guy, right? I ran because I thought we were mortgaging our children's future. I've been saying for the time I've been in the Senate that the greatest threat facing our nation is our debt and deficit. For the last couple of years, I've said, yeah, that's still a problem. We're exacerbating the problem. We haven't fixed it. Right now, the greatest threat to our nation is the fact that we are horribly divided politically. And it was Abraham Lincoln, during the period of the Civil War, said that, quoting Scripture, that a house divided against itself cannot stand. That was true then, is true today. Now, I'm not always the most uplifting character because I just tell the truth and I describe reality. And right now, reality is pretty grim. But I always try and provide people hope with the reality that, yeah, we're horribly divided, but we're not a naturally divided people. Think of it. On the big things in life, the major goals, safety, security, enough opportunities so we can take care of our family and ourselves. The fact that we love this country. I don't care where you're on the political spectrum. Most Americans love this family. Love this country. I hope a lot of Americans share faith in God. So on those big things, we're completely united. And by the way, proof of my thesis here is in moments of real tragedy, I mean massive tragedy, whether it's national like 9/11 or hurricanes, tornadoes, whatever, Americans, we come together just like that. We become one people. So I truly hope, and we will hear tonight, and I'm praying that the message President Trump delivers is what he's indicating. He said he had a humdinger speech, or whatever he called it. He laid that aside. He said he's going to deliver a speech of unity. Our nation needs to be healed and unified, and we have to lead the way. That's got to be our mission. It is our solemn duty to preserve this marvelous land. So God bless all of you. God bless America.